down to the last leg decide, then they'll win in extra time.
There we have it. Will England get their hands on the trophy for the first time since Phil Taylor and Adrian Lewis back in 2016? We're about to find out.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Good prediction that, Glenn, as well. Interesting that Austria won the ball. I think Glenn summed it up really well there. It's, of course, a longer format. I don't know if that means too much, but if anything, maybe a psychological advantage.
We just were talking about use anything to your advantage. They've won the ball, but in a race to 10, Menzo Suljovic is experienced enough to know that that's not going to be massively decisive, and Michael Smith and Luke Humphries won't be that bothered they've lost the ball. They can attack early. I think the key is just stay in touch. Don't let England get a couple of breaks in front. They've been allowed to dictate in every match, and Austria's got to keep things tight and hope for some mistakes.
That's exactly it, isn't it? They've just got to try and hang on to their coattails.
They have to. Winning the ball, big, yes, if it gets to the late in the match. But now it's a responsibility. They must hold the throw the first leg, in my mind, or they'll just be behind forever.
Yeah, one of the interesting things that they talked about as well was Michael Smith being this kind of leader and the captain between him and Luke Humphries. He's a good leader, isn't he?
He is, and the maturity of Luke Humphries, he's the world #1, the world champion. He's the better player of the two at the minute, but he's realised that Michael's played this tournament before and he's got the experience, so he's allowed him to lead from the front, and it's worked so far.
And they were talking about the kind of dynamic in the practice room at this kind of time before a final. I mean, for you guys as players, what would it have been like in the practice room around now?
Oh, I'd just be dying to get...
For you in the practice room around this time before a final.
I'd love to get out on the stage and play, you know, that's it. I'd be waiting, everything would be too slow. I just want to be right here and throwing at the hockey.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in finals, so it's fine.
In the World Cup, I was like immense in rugby, I was an underdog, so I was kind of like, right, let's give it a go, but we knew it was going to be a hard task on both occasions. You've just got to come up here and just keep things close, and we didn't quite manage to do that, so Menzo and Roby have got to try and do that.
But we were saying earlier, weren't we, about that whole underdog status. Did you feel like the pressure was off then, or not really?
Yeah, I felt like, in both I played, the last one I played, I was in a similar position to Menzo and Roby. My career, I was going towards losing my tour card, so it was a rare high, and you've got to enjoy it because you don't know how many are left, and it turns out there wasn't many, but there weren't any left. So I enjoyed it, I played okay, but it was a different format then. They've just got to go up there, keep repeating myself, but keep things tight and hope for some mistakes. If the mistakes come, they have to take their opportunities.
John, give us a kind of description how you feel the final's going to go from start to finish. A bit of a tale of the tape, really, between the two.
I do feel like Austria will come out and be really kind of keyed up and excited about winning the ball. Yes, they'll be pressured to hold the throw first, but I think they're capable of that. And I think they might trade legs for the first two each or so. And then maybe England will start to wear them down and get that break in like the fifth leg.
Yeah, I agree. I think England will pull away. They've just got too much scoring power and they're finishing. And as good as Austria have been, I don't think they'll have any answers for England.
Right, almost time for our final then. England looking for a 5th World Cup title, but a first with the world #1 Luke Humphries and the world #3 Michael Smith.
The clock is ticking and the time's moving, so the time is now to get the job done. My confidence is 10 feet tall, but your confidence is only 5'1".
He was born to be a world champion!
You can never keep me down, you can never keep me down.
The ascension is complete!
You can never keep me down.
The world #1, for the first time, is world champion!
Go faster, faster than you ever known. I believe if you want it, it's
Brilliant from Michael Smith.